Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in this video we are going to learn how to add BoloForms form responses to Airtable. So here I've created a form using BoloForm, and in this case I want whenever a new form submission is made, automatically the details should be added in my Airtable account in a new row. So to automate this process, we will use an automation software named as Pabbly Connect, in which we need to connect our trigger and our action. So in this process, our trigger application will be BoloForms and our action application will be Airtable. So to learn this process step by step, let me take you to my screen. Welcome to my screen. So in this video, we are going to learn how to add BoloForms form responses to Airtable automatically. So to automate this process, we will use an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. This is the homepage of Pabbly Connect. You can visit this page by simply browsing for the URL pabbly.com/connect. Here you can see two options that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get free 100 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. After signing in, you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. This is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Here you can see a create workflow button on the top right corner. Here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this button. In this create workflow dialog box, we have to give a name to our workflow. So here I'm going to give the name as add BoloForms form responses to Airtable records. And now I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select your folder as per your need. Also, you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now to create a workflow, I'm going to click on this create button. Now here in this workflow window, you can see two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means action is a response towards our trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin our automation by simply setting up our trigger. Here I'm going to select my trigger application as BoloForms and my trigger event as new form response. And now to connect my BoloForms with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your BoloForms account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. Now to build a new connection, here it is asking for API key. So following the instructions given below, here I've already logged in my BoloForms account. From here I'm going to click on settings, and from here I'm going to click on integrations. Now under integrations, I'm going to select Pabbly, and here I'm going to click on setup. Now here to connect my BoloForms with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to refresh this API key. And now I'm going to copy this API key, and then I'm going to click on save API key. Now moving back to Pabbly, here I'm going to paste the API key, and now I'm going to click on this save. And here we are successfully connected. So now moving forward, so now here it is asking me for form ID. So for that, let me take you back to my BoloForms account. And here under documents in forms section, you can see I have created two forms for my use. So for now, I'm going to use the form which is named as connect. So moving back to Pabbly, here I'm going to select my form ID as connect. And now I'm going to click on save and send test request. Now after clicking on save and send test request, here you can see as it is waiting for response. So to get a response, we need to do a test submission, and for that let me take you back to my BoloForms account. From here I'm going to click on this preview link of my form. So now here I'm going to do a test submission by simply entering a test dummy data. So for the email, here I'm going to enter the email as demo123@pabblytuts.com. First name as demo, last name as user, and a random phone number. Now after entering all the details, I'm going to click on this submit. And here you can see we have successfully submitted the response. So now let's move back to Pabbly. And here you can see we have successfully captured a response where we have received mobile number, last name, first name, email, and other details. So with this, we have successfully set up our trigger. Now let's move to action step. Here I'm going to select my action application as Airtable. And my action event as create a record. And now to connect my Airtable with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Again here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Airtable account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now I'm going to click on this connect with Airtable. So here to give access to Pabbly Connect, we have to select our base. So here I'm going to click on this add a base, and here you can see it is asking me to select the workspace. So here in my Airtable account, you can see I have created a workspace with the name BoloForms response. So I'm going to select this in my Pabbly window. Moving back, here I'm going to search for my workspace which is named as BoloForms responses, and now I'm going to click on grant access. and authorization successful. Now moving forward, here it is asking me to select the base name. So of course here I'm going to select the base name as BoloForms response, and moving forward, here it is asking me to select the table name. So here in my Airtable account, you can see under the BoloForms I have selected table 1. So moving back to Pabbly, here I'm going to select the table name as table 1. Moving forward, now here it is asking me to enter name, email and phone number. So basically these are the fields which I have entered in my Airtable. So here instead of entering data manually, here I will map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I will map the data from the response I have received in my BoloForms. Mapping makes our text dynamic so that whenever a new form submission is made, automatically this previously existing lead details will be updated with the new one. So here I am going to map the name. For that, I'm going to select first name, space, last name. Moving forward, here I'm going to map the email. And here I'm going to map the phone number. And here I'm done mapping the data. Now moving forward, here for enable typecasting, I'm going to select false. You can select this as per your need. And now I'm going to click on save and send test request. And here you can see we have successfully received a response. So now let's go and check our Airtable account. Here I'm going to refresh this. And here you can see we have successfully received a response where we have received name as demo user, email as demo123@pabblytunes.com and a random phone number. So with this we have successfully set up our automation. Now let's test our automation to check whether it is working or not. So now to test our automation we need to submit a new form response, and for that let me take you back to my BoloForm. So here in my BoloForm account I'm going to click on my form preview link again. And again here I'm going to enter a new dummy data. So for this time I'm going to enter email as test@pabblytunes.com, first name as test, last name as user and a random phone number. And now I'm going to click on this submit, and here you can see we have successfully submitted a response. So now let's move back to our Airtable account, and here you can see we have successfully received another detail where we have received name as test user, email as test@pabblytunes.com and a random phone number. So with this we have successfully tested our automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have taken a trigger as BoloForms and an action as Airtable, so that whenever a new form response is made in my BoloForms, automatically a new record should be created in my Airtable account. If you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubt, you can contact us on support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can contact us on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can contact us on www.pabbly.com. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.